A desperate message appeared on a Discord channel that day, April 17th, 2022. It sounded like a cry for help. Honestly not sure what to type, the founders of Beanstalk Farms wrote. We are f***ed. In just 13 seconds, their whole project collapsed. Every dollar, $182 million, vanished. In less time than it takes to blink, someone carried out one of the most shocking digital thefts ever. He abused the project's own rules. Imagine Beanstalk as a futuristic, self-running community bank for digital money. No owner, no CEO. Its entire purpose was to maintain a special digital dollar called the Bean that was always supposed to be worth exactly $1 real US. People could support this bank by locking up their own cryptocurrency, like Ethereum, in the bank's digital vault, called the silo. For this support, people didn't just get a potential reward, they were given something much more powerful, a vote. The more money you had locked in the vault, the more voting power you had over the bank's decisions. This was how the community governed itself. This digital bank also had a special emergency button. If there was a critical, urgent proposal that needed action fast, the community could vote on it and, if enough people agreed, the proposal would automatically execute just 1 day later. Enough people meant a supermajority, more than 2/3 of all the votes in the entire system. This rule was designed as a safety feature, a democratic check to make sure only the most vital and widely supported emergency actions could happen quickly. It was meant to be the ultimate protection, but it became the fatal flaw. 1 day before the attack, on April 16th, the hacker submitted 2 proposals. The first, cleverly disguised as a good deed, was a proposal to donate $250,000 to a Ukraine relief fund. The other proposal, however, was the hidden trap. Its code, buried inside, contained a single, devastating instruction. If this proposal passed, it would immediately transfer all of the money from the community bank's vault into the hacker's own private wallet. With these 2 proposals submitted, the 24-hour countdown for an emergency vote began. The stage was perfectly set. To pass his own proposal and steal the money, the attacker needed more votes than anyone else in the community, specifically over 2/3 of all votes. He did not have them, of course, but in this digital financial world, you don't need to own voting power. You can simply borrow it for a moment. This is where a special trick called a flash loan came into play. Flash loans allow a blockchain account to take out a massive loan without collateral. It's like being granted a magical, split-second wish for unlimited money. You can borrow any amount, millions or even billions, with no upfront collateral in the crypto world. There is just one magical rule. You must borrow the money, use it for your purpose, and then pay it all back, plus a tiny fee, all within the same blink of an eye digital transaction. If you can't repay it in that instant, the entire transaction reverses as if it never happened. On April 17th, when his waiting period ended, the attacker performed this magic trick. He borrowed over $1 billion in a flash loan from Aave. Aave is a decentralized loan system that allows users to lend, borrow, and earn interest on crypto assets, all without middlemen. He immediately poured this mountain of borrowed assets into Beanstalk's community vault. Instantly, because the voting system only looked at the total money deposited at that moment, his massive temporary deposit gave him 79% of all votes, far more than the 2/3 he needed. With this rented, fleeting supermajority, he voted. The system's automated rules checked his voting power, saw the required majority, and triggered his proposal. The hidden code inside his proposal then activated, instantly draining every dollar from the community's vault, $182 million, into his personal control. In the very next digital heartbeat, he reversed his steps. He took his temporary deposit back, repaid the entire $1 billion flash loan with the fee. The entire sequence, borrow, deposit, vote, steal, repay, was a single, unbreakable, and devastating action completed in just 13 seconds. In short, he walked away with 25,000 Ethereum, worth around $76.2 million at the time of the hack, while the community bank was left completely empty. The aftermath was instant and devastating. The digital dollar, called the Bean, which people trusted to be worth $1, became completely worthless in moments. For thousands of ordinary people who had put their savings into the project, it was like watching their bank account balance suddenly and permanently change to zero. The founders of Beanstalk were in shock. In a move that showed desperation, they sent a public message directly to the thief's digital wallet address. They pleaded with the exploiter to give 90% of the money back, offering to let him keep 10%, a $7.6 million reward for showing them the bug. The digital silence that followed was deafening. At the exact same time, they did what anyone would do after a massive theft. They called the FBI. This split reaction, part negotiation, part police report, showed just how confusing this crime was. Was it even a crime? The thief hadn't broken a digital lock or guessed a password. He had simply used the community bank's own rules, following them to a terrible conclusion. One expert said it was like a hostile business takeover using high-risk loans, but it all happened in less time than it takes to exhale. In this new financial frontier, the rules are written entirely in computer code, and many believe that code is law. In the end, the Beanstalk heist taught a brutal, expensive lesson. It proved that in a system where votes are for sale to the highest temporary bidder, the treasury isn't safe. An entire community's wealth can disappear between one heartbeat and the next, leaving behind nothing but broken trust, a plea for mercy, and lines of computer code where $182 million used to be.